Patterson, and also a guy by the name of Tim Northrup. Also, he had the same injury, so they both were injured the same way. Well, we're underway tonight, and of course, Massena is without the services of Todd Tayo. So Underwood centering the first line, and he gets a shot right off the pass from Northrup. Scott Northrup is a winger along with Scotty Loran, and we're back into the Massena zone. The shot taken from the point goes high over the net. Mike Auer has it. We have a whistle, and the net is off its moorings, and that's the reason for that. So we played just a few seconds here in the first period. Massena and Eddie Underwood with a shot that went high over the net. Canton came in with a shot, same thing. Dave Segala is centering the Canton first line. Greg Carville on the left side, Chris Wells on the right side, but Coach Jerry Patterson's going to make a change here and send out Rick Perry centering Andy Northrup and Jim Flagg. Off the face-off, Massena with the same line out there. Comes back to the point. Elliot Rohde playing one side along with Billy Duskus. It's behind the Massena net. It slides around, comes free. Behind the Massena net again. Mike Auer tries to pick it up right side. He's going to feed it over on the left side. It comes to Manley. Manley up along the boards, and here comes Underwood. Underwood's drop pass to Northrup. Scott Northrup for Massena, breaking across the blue line. He's going to try to get the shot off. It's deflected into the corner by Rohde. Rohde takes Northrup out of the play. The puck poke checked along the boards. It slides back to the blue line. Canton trying to clear it. Massena, of course, trying to keep it in, and Underwood does. He's upended on the play. The puck comes free, and it's clear down the length of the ice, and it's going to go far enough for icing. There's the whistle, and the face-off will move back in the Canton zone. 13:55 left first period. No score in the hockey game. Massena and Canton, these two teams will meet same time, same place next Wednesday in the first round of the playoffs. Coming out, Putter Canarium. He's centering Buffy Richards and Mark DeRushy. Tommy Dion playing 1 point along with Mike Quenville. Face-off left side Canton zone. It goes back to the point. Quenville's shot in the net, and I believe that was deflected in front. That may have been Buffy Richards. It may have been Putter Canarium, but Massena draws first blood at the minute and 8-second mark, so they didn't waste much time. A shot from Mike Quenville at the point was deflected by someone, and I don't even think Wayne Humel is sure. So we'll have to wait on the official as Humel asks a couple of Massena players. Now he comes over and tells Joe Carroll, and Joe will make the announcement. We'll find out. Here we go. It is Quenville. Okay.
Quenville from Canarium.
Must be it was deflected off a defenseman, because I'm pretty sure that puck changed direction. So Mike Quenville gets the goal for Massena, and we spoke a little bit too quickly that time. Pat Ruddy with a puck in his own zone for Canton. Tries to slide it ahead. It comes to Segala, and Segala's headman pass to center ice. Richards gets a stick on it. Putter Canarium comes back for it. He's upended, gets up with it, tries to slide it across the blue line. Canarium still after it. Poke checks it free. It's controlled by DeRushy. He steals the puck right side the shot. The save. Mitchell trying to control Richards. Gets a stick on it, but couldn't get a shot off as Mitchell got a couple of saves. Stu Mitchell in the net as the puck is tied up about halfway out in the Canton zone. Massena leading at 1-0. 13-12 left to play here in the first period. Now we're going to see Bill McQuaig's line out there. McQuaig with Romeo on the left side, Tim Barnes on the right side. Here's our shot. It's deflected by Jimmy Flagg. The puck slides right in the slot, and McQuaig after it. He gets a stick on it, can't control. It's picked up there, and it's Elliot Rohde trying to clear. McQuaig keeps it in. There's a whistle and a mix-up at the blue line, and there's going to be a holding call. And it's going to be assessed to the Massena Red Raiders as David Romeo gets the gate for holding. That happened just outside the Massena zone, and that will give Canton the power play. They kill it off for Massena. It'll be Ed Underwood and Scott Loran. Todd Tayo still is ill, so he will not be playing tonight. I would imagine we'll see him next Wednesday, though.
I would be surprised. Getting ready for the playoffs.
Off the face-off, the Golden Bears on the power play. Rohde has the puck, trying to clear it ahead. Goes up to Carville. Carville can't control, stolen by Loran. Now restolen again by Chris Wells. Wells breaking down the right sideline, trying to drop the pass. It's into the Massena zone, but offsides the call as Segala tried to carry it in with Wells in on the right side. So we're just looking at the regular first line out there of Dave Segala, Greg Carville, and Chris Wells. Elliot Rohde playing 1 point along with Nate Dudley. Off the face-off, The puck slides free. Here comes Manley in on the right side, 1-on-3. Manley trying to get through in front. He shoots, the save made. The puck picked up in front of the net by Chris Wells. Wells slides it to the blue line where Underwood steals it. Underwood takes it back into his own zone. Here's Eddie feeding it ahead for Mike Auer, left side. Auer off the boards, out to center ice, stopped by Nate Dudley right there. Dudley has it poke checked away, gets it back again, gets by a check, sliding into the Massena zone. It's poke checked by Manley up to the Massena bench, and the faceoff will come just outside. 12:10 left to play here in the first period. 43 seconds left in the penalty to Massena. 1-0 Massena leading on a goal by Mike Quenville, a shot from the point. Butter Canarium out to try and kill it with Mark DeRushy now. Off the face-off, the puck just cleared by Quenville all the way down into the Canton zone. Check Tommy Dion out there along with Quenville to try to kill. Now starting to move it up, Elliott Rohde. It's stolen. Canarium shot. The save by Mitchell. A blast on the right side by Canarium. He pokes it back to the point. Quenville shot. And that goes high and wide. The puck slides up along the dashers, up to the blue line, and finally it's picked up by Andy Northrup out there for Canton. Here's Northrup. The headman pass goes in the zone. Rick Perry shot. The save made by Greg Jeffrey, who's in the net tonight for Massena. DeRushy trying to tie it up along the boards in the corner. It slides free. DeRushy follows it, takes it behind the net. Here's Mark DeRushy. Stops, changes directions, looks for the leverage, can't clear it as it's kept in at the point nicely by Jimmy Flagg. The puck in behind the Massena net again. Flagg loses his stick. It comes to DeRushy. He backhands it to the blue line. Kept in by Nate Dudley. The shot right on, and the save made by Greg Jeffrey. Puck in the corner now. Quenville says, let's tie it up. He does, along with one of the Canton players, Northrup, I believe, and that forces a face-off in the Massena zone as the penalty has expired, and the Raiders are back to full strength. 11:08 left to go first period. The score 1-0 in favor of Massena. It is going to be Kevin Fergal's line out there for Canton. Fergal out there with Collins and Darren Abbott. And for Potsdam, Billy McQuaig's line, or for Massena rather, Billy McQuaig's line. Here's Auer off the face-off, starting to move it. Nice headman pass goes to McQuaig. He's got Barnes with him, feeding in on the right side. Barnes breaking in, gets by a check, centers it right in front. It's poked around, it comes wide, and the puck goes into the corner. Good chance for Massena. Stu Mitchell out of the net to steer it into the corner, and it goes to Darren Abbott, who clears it out to center ice. Manley at the red line for Massena. Manley makes a move, starts to headman it to McQuaig across the blue line. McQuaig can't control. It's backhanded to center ice. Manley again for Massena. Just off the boards into the Canton zone. It's poked by McQuaig. The puck slides free. It's picked up there by Fergal. He clears it to center ice. Racing for it is John Collins. He is taken out of the play by Manley. Manley follows the puck in behind the Massena net. Here comes Manley out the left side, starting to move it. Long headman pass meant for Barnes. Gets by him all the way down the ice. That'll be an icing call on Massena. Well, Massena pretty much controlling play here tonight.
So far, not having too much action, even with Massena in the penalty box. Dave Romeo off for a minute and a half, but I think they only had probably one shot on net in that minute and a half, Jerry.
Face-off will be in the Massena zone, left side of goaltender Greg Jeffrey. Underwood takes the draw for Massena to Northrup to Loran. Loran starts to break it out. 2-on-3 with Northrup. Loran dipsy-doodling, and he's taken out of the play. There's a delay penalty call, and that's going to go against Elliott Rohde. And I don't know what the call is going to be. Let's see.
Tripping.
Yep.
All right.
Wayne Humel calls Elliott Rohde for tripping on Scott Loran, and so that'll give Massena their first power play of the night. Underwood will be out there with Canarium and Loran, Manley and Quenville. Meanwhile, to kill it off, it is going to be, let's see here, Bill Duskus out there along with Dave Segala and Nate Dudley, and we'll pick up the other forward. Off the face-off, Manley with it. Manley winds his shot, just wide. Canarium tried for the deflection. Eddie Underwood takes a swipe at it. He can't control. And here come the Golden Bears out to center ice. They just feed it free. Now back comes Massena. It's Putter Canarium in the zone. Canarium to Manley. His shot deflected in front. Canarium follows. He shoots. He scores. Putter Canarium picking up a deflection in front. And he fired it past Stu Mitchell, who was caught up in traffic. And Massena scores a power play goal to go ahead 2-0.
That assist got to go to Manley. Manley took the original shot from the point, and I think that's the only assist we'll have on that, Jerry. That didn't take very long at all. Massena went in the power play, and they've scored. It's now Massena 2, Canton nothing.
Yeah, Manley took the shot and hit off somebody's leg or skate or something, and Putter Canarium came in and picked up the rebound and all by himself. Canarium, the goal for Massena. Here's Buffy Richards, his shot right on, and another save made by Stu Mitchell. And the faceoff will come to the left side in the Canton zone. Rick Perry's line out there against Putter Canarium's faceoff left side, off the draw. The puck controlled by Andy Northrup for Canton. He starts out across the red line, across the blue line. The puck slides in behind the net. Tommy Dion with it. Dion behind the net. He's tied up and leaves it for Canarium, and Putter starts out. Gets by a check. Canarium, the long headman pass. DeRushy left side. Across the blue line, DeRushy bangs it off the boards, follows it himself into the corner. Looking for Canarium right front to Richards. His shot right on. The rebound bouncing around in front. Finally, it's poke check to the blue line, and the Golden Bears get it out, and they have a chance. Breaking down the wing is Jimmy Flagg across the blue line. Offsides will be called as Pat Ruddy just a little bit ahead of the play.
That goal by Canarium, he took his time on that. He didn't shoot right away, Jerry. It was a deflection from a shot from Manley. Hit a leg. It bounded in front, and then Canarium really just took his time. There wasn't really much room. He was in close, Jerry, but he picked that right-hand side and the glove side and put it home, putting Massena ahead 2-0.
McQuaig's line out there now against Fergal's line off the draw. The puck back in the Massena zone. Controlled by Quenneville out to center ice. Canton gets it right back, but Dion steals an errant pass. Here's Barnes, the head man of McQuaig, and McQuaig loses it. It comes to Romeo. His shot goes just wide. All the way back to Dion. Dion deflected right in front on his shot by Timmy Barnes, but it didn't really go very hard on Mitchell, and he managed to cover it up without too much problem.
He tried to deflect the puck, and as he did, he sort of killed it, really, and it just fluttered sort of right down on the ice, and goalie Stu Mitchell of Canton quickly covered up.
Face-off Canton zone off the draw. Quenneville, he can't get the shot off. And here's a chance for Canton. Breaking in is Darren Abbott on the right side. He shoots. He scores! And the Canton Golden Bears are quite pleased with that one. Darren Abbott on the breakaway as Mike Quenneville had a little trouble at the blue line, and it's 2-1.
Well, he was in all alone. As Mike Quenneville, actually the puck came back and went to the blue line. He lost his balance as he did. He went partially down. Abbott out there forechecking, picked the puck up, went in all alone, went in on the right side and took a quick slap shot low and to the stick side, beating Greg Jeffrey, putting Canton on the scoreboard. It is now Massena 2, Canton 1.
That I'm not sure, but that may have been the first shot on net or one of the first shots on net for Canton.
I had one save during that power play.
Okay. Well, let's see if this puts a little fire into the Canton Golden Bears. Off the face-off, the puck out to center ice. Barnes trying to come up with it. McQuaig drops the pass back into the zone to Tommy Dion. Dion over to Quenneville. Quenneville has his puck stolen again and is fired by Chris Wells back deep into the Massena zone. Back there's Tommy Dion. Dion trying to get it out along the wings. It's kept in at the point. Again, Canton trying to put some pressure on. Finally, it comes out to McQuaig, and he breaks down the left wing side. Billy McQuaig drop pass nicely to Romeo. Can't control it. A little bit behind him. Segala picks it up and slides it back to center ice. To the blue line. It comes to Timmy Barnes again, and he's going to fire it right back into the Canton zone as Massena looking for a line change. Now the puck along the boards. Out to center ice. Segala with it. He's taken out of the play, and the puck to Chris Wells, and he just dumps it into the Massena zone as Canton will make a line change as well as Rick Perry's line will come back out for the Golden Bears. Puck out to center ice, controlled by Canton. They fire it right back in, but offsides will be the call on that one, and the faceoff will come outside the Massena zone. About halfway through the first period, Massena up by a 2-1 score over the Canton Golden Bears. Rick Perry will take the draw against Eddie Underwood. Again, Todd Tayo not playing tonight. He's still got the flu. And I'll tell you, Reg, I can sympathize with him. I had a little problem with that myself.
Been a lot of them around. A lot of them.
Guess so. Here comes Scotty Northrup for Massena. He's pinched into the boards, feeds it to Underwood. Back to the point it goes. Our shot is, well, he didn't get much wood on it. Here comes Canton right back again. Andy Northrup for the Golden Bears. He overskates. Taken out of the play by Manley. Northrup fighting for it. Loran steals, breaks in on the right side. Oh, nice move. Loran the shot just wide. Scotty made one heck of a move there. Got a good shot off, but he fired it wide. Now the puck to Dion. He just slides it to the Canton blue line where it's picked up by Elliott Rohde. Rohde's headman intercepted. Here comes Manley. Manley gets by Rohde. Manley, another nice move. He's upended right in the slot, and he can't get the shot off. The puck cleared back to the blue line. It's DeRushy. DeRushy has it poke checked away to Dion. Dion can't keep it in the zone. He has to circle back to his own blue line. Over to Manley. Now right side. Manley's headman to Loran. Loran drops the pass through, but offsides will be called on the Raiders. 6:27 left to play here. Period number 1. 2-1. Massena leading. Final regular season game of the year for the Raiders. Season has gone quickly, as hockey season always does. Here comes Massena. Mike Quenneville feeding it deep in the Canton zone. Stop behind the net and left for Dudley by Stu Mitchell. Dudley controls it himself. He's got a head of steam up, breaking in on the right side. Poke checked away by Quenneville. DeRushy picks up the headman. And right back on the Canton Golden Bears. Here's Collins' shot. That's deflected wide. He tries to follow it in behind the net. Canarium picks up the puck and starts out left side for Massena. Canarium gets by 1, gets by 2, out across the blue line. Headman to Buffy Richards off his stick, deep in the Canton zone. Left behind the net by Mitchell for Pat Ruddy, clearing it around the boards. And it goes to Chris Wells. Wells trying to get it out of the zone. He does. Now it's taken away from him. Here's Quenneville. Quenneville over to Dion. Ahead it goes to Buffy Richards. Richards fires it, and Mitchell stops it a little bit off net. He's going to leave it behind for Nate Dudley. Dudley trying to clear it. Canarium steps in there, gets it to DeRushy. Here's DeRushy, side of the net, feeding it for Canarium. He doesn't see the pass, and the puck slides out to the blue line where Mike Auer picks it up, pinching in. Auer takes it right in front. Nice pass to DeRushy, trying to get the shot off. He was too well covered by Ruddy. It comes back to Manley at the point. His bouncing shot just hit the top of the crossbar, and it's cleared right in front of the crease again. And finally, Kent manages to get it to the blue line, but Timmy Barnes picks it up. Here's Barnes for Massena, feeding it along the back to the blue line. And again, Massena controlling. It's Manley. Manley in the corner, right side. Takes it in the faceoff circle. Quick shot. He fired it wide. Goes all the way back to Romeo. He blasts it. It doesn't get through. Now Barnes gets the backhand shot. It comes to DeRushy. Back to the point it goes. Here's Manley again. Manley trying to center it in front. And the pass is intercepted, and it's cleared out to center ice. We have a whistle, and we're probably going to have some penalties.
And at least one penalty. I think calling interference. Let's see. It looks like on number...
Going to go against Canton, yeah.
Number 3, Ruddy. Defenseman for Canton being called for interference in front of his own net. So again, Massena will go on a power play. And that last power play, it only took 22 seconds for Massena to score that goal. The goal was scored by Canarium.
So Massena will go back on the power play. Eddie Underwood coming out to center. And it'll be Putter Canarium and Scott Loran, the wingers, and Manley and Quenneville. Massena only took a few seconds last time around to score on the power play. We'll see what they can do here. Elliott Rohde is out there along with Northrup. We'll pick up the rest in a moment for Canton. Here comes Loran in the faceoff circle. Poke checked away from him by Billy Duskus, and he clears it down the length of the ice. Massena will have to try and regroup again. The other forward out there is Jimmy Flagg for Canton. Here comes Quenneville. The headman goes to Putter Canarium. Canarium across the blue line in on the right side. Here's Canarium into the corner. Looking. Goes back to the point, but it's poke checked out to center ice. And Manley has to come back for it. Manley, headman to Loran to Canarium in on the right side again. Canarium sets up in the corner. Looking to Manley at the point. Manley back to Canarium. Canarium. The shot, no, he fires it through, and it goes through the legs. And what happened was Mitchell was so intent on Canarium passing to Loran in front that and I think that's what Canarium attempted to do, but the pass went right by Loran, slid right through Mitchell's legs.
It was an easy pass, too. In fact, he wound up to almost take a slap shot, and then Mitchell, I think, thought he was going to pass in front, and as he did, he just threw a little, I guess it was a shot. It was right on net, and it just drifted right through his legs, almost like a little knuckleballer, I guess.
So Putter Canarium gets his second goal. Loran getting an assist. And I think Manley got the other assist.
I think he gave it to Manley.
So Canarium getting his second goal of the night, and Massena back on the lead, or 2-goal lead. And here comes Canton right back again. Chris Wells, right side. Underwood trying to tie him up. And the puck slides right on, but we're going to have a penalty on Underwood. Looks like a hooking call. Okay, they gave it to Underwood and Loran as opposed to Manley, I guess. So Underwood instead of Manley.
Oh, okay.
So that goal reads Canarium from Loran and Underwood. So the face-off will come in the Massena zone as Canton goes back on the power play. Last time out, they didn't have an awful lot of luck. Segala will be out there with Wells and Carville, and it's going to be Rohde and that's Dudley at the point. Off the face-off. Here's Chris Wells with it. Back to Dudley. Back to Wells, right side, in the Massena zone. Wells, sharp angle shot, goes high over the net, whistles around the boards. Carville at the point. Over to Dudley. Back to Carville. Carville at the point now, trying to move it in, feeding it through, and it's controlled there by Segala. Segala's pass goes to Wells off the boards. Now back out to Dudley at the point. His shot knocked down. It comes to Quenneville, and he feeds it down the length of the ice. 50 seconds left in the Massena penalty to Eddie Underwood for, what was it, hooking?
I believe so.
Here's DeRushy in on the right wing side as he steals the puck. He has it poke checked away. Carville picks it up. Now feeding it to Wells. Wells circles at his blue line as Canton tries to regroup, get something going in the power play. Here comes Wells across the blue line. Manley picks it up, trying to get it out of the zone. It's kept in there by Carville. Manley gets it back. Manley gets by Carville, bounces it off the boards out to center ice as Rohde couldn't control it. Back comes Manley. Poke checks it deep in the Canton zone. Carville comes back for it. Carville passes to Dudley. Dudley moving it ahead to center ice. The puck slides at the blue line. It's picked up by Mike Auer. Auer trying to slide it through to Barnes. That pass is intercepted. And Northrup feeding it back along to Jimmy Flagg. Flagg has it taken away. And it's whipped around the board by Scott Loran. They fight for it in the corner. It's tied up, and we're going to have a face-off.
And the penalty is over as Eddie Underwood comes out. Canton I don't think they had a shot on net during that power play. That's the second time they've had a power play. And neither time, I think the first time they had one shot on net, that time I don't think they had any.
So the face-off will come to the right side, actually at the top of the face-off circle in the Massena zone. And it's McQuaig's line out there for the Raiders. The shot is deflected. A weak shot from the point was deflected right on by Jimmy Flagg, and a nice save made by Greg Jeffrey. Now the puck in the corner. Manley kicks it ahead, takes it back behind the net. Here's Manley. Headman to Timmy Barnes. Barnes to McQuaig, and Massena breaks out. Here's McQuaig by a check. Breaking in on the right side. Centering pass right in front. And Romeo couldn't get a good shot off as he was, I think, probably just a little bit too deep. And the puck comes free again in front of the net. Bouncing around, and it bounces back to the blue line. McQuaig to Manley. Manley's blast right on Mitchell, who had lost his stick, makes the save with a glove and holds on to it. That's always dangerous when the goalie loses his stick.
Well, he was lucky on that because the shot was up about 2 feet off the ice, and he was able to grab it. If that shot had been right along the ice, he might have given up the rebound. And I tell you, Romeo was right there in the doorstep waiting.
We're down to 1:32 left in the first period. 3-1 our score. Favor of Massena. Off the faceoff, here's Loran, the backhander. The save made by Mitchell. Loran gets it back. And Buffy Richards in the net. Here's Northrup. And we're going to have a man in the crease, perhaps. Oh, Nanette's off its moorings. I don't know.
We got a penalty.
Penalty.
Wayne Umel called a penalty. Cross-checking, but I'm not sure who it's on.
Nobody wants to own up to it.
Nobody's going over.
It's going to be against Canton.
I'm pretty sure it's against Canton.
Pat Ruddy again. So Ruddy picks up his second penalty of the period. And Massena will go on the power play. And the Massena power play looking pretty good tonight.
2 for 2 so far.
2 for 2.
Can't do better than that.
And it's been a problem of late for Massena.
It has.
They had several opportunities in the Northeast Clinton game and were unable to score a power play goal. Face off right side, Canton zone. Underwood out there along with Manley and Canarium up front this time. Dion and Quenneville back. Here's Dion with it. He winds his shot. That's saved by Mitchell. Mitchell fielded that like first baseman on a short hop.
It was the right height there, about 2.5 feet off the ice. Right there, his glove is right there. Defenseman got to keep that puck low.
Underwood will take the draw again in the Massena zone. It comes to Canarium, back to Dion at the point. To Canarium, right side to Dion. Dion along the blue line at Quenneville. Quenville over on the other side. Here's Underwood back to the point. Dion shot deflected. It goes wide. Delay penalty call against Canton. Back to Dion at the point. Dion to Canarium. Canarium centering it through. We have the whistle. And a high sticking will be called. And I think it's going to go against, let's see here.
Looks like number 20, Duskus, I believe, is going off.
Billy Duskus into the sin bin for high sticking. And that is going to give Massena a two-man advantage for the next minute and 2 with 55 seconds left in the period. Raiders lead it by a score of 3-1. Actually, when you think about it, this game doesn't really mean a thing as far as standings are concerned.
No.
But both teams, you like to go into the playoffs on a winning note. And, of course, we're going to see these same two teams again next Wednesday night in the first round for Massena. Here's Canarium with it. Massena with a two-man advantage for the rest of the period. Canarium shot. Whistle. Man in the crease.
Man in the crease. Massena man either...
May have been two men in the crease.
I think two of them, both Manley and Underwood, were in there close to Stu Mitchell of Canton in a call for a man in the crease. So the face-off will come just outside the Canton blue line. Massena leads by a score of 3-1.
Underwood will face it off against Flagg. Flagg out there with Rhodey, and I think that's Dudley. Dudley has the puck, steals it, slides it down the ice. And we're down to 35 seconds in the period. 40 seconds in the Massena two-man advantage. Here comes Manley on the left side. Stops in the corner. Massena pass it through to Underwood behind the net. Underwood now with 20 seconds left in the period. Circles, looking to move it around. His pass goes back to the point and Dion. Dion over to Quenville. He winds his shot deflected in front. It comes back to Quenville. Whistle. And Underwood and Mitchell have a few words for each other.
They're missing it up a little bit, but the net was off its mooring beside. But I think it's going to be a penalty, at least to Underwood. Right, he's coming toward the penalty box. Charging for Underwood.
So that will nullify one of the two-man advantage for Massena. And we've only got 10 seconds left in the first period. The Raiders ahead 3-1 in the hockey game. We'll take a look at the other scores from today and also the playoff situation between periods. Off the draw. Puck comes to Rhodey. Bangs it off the boards. It's poke check to Canarium. 5 seconds. With it is Loran, his backhand shot. That'll just about take care of the period right there. So period number 1 ends with the Massena Red Raiders on top by a score of 3-1. Tonight's broadcast being brought to you in part by Massena Building Supply on Water Street, Massena. Dixie Lee, East Orvis Street, will be down 2 men for the next 7 seconds, and Massena with about 1:20 to kill on a penalty. So in 7 seconds, they'll be even for about 28 seconds, and then Canton will go on a power play. Puck is dropped, and face-off control by Canarium. He goes to Loran, right side, into the Canton zone, right in front, deflected by Auer, and he deflected it over the net. And Canton gets a man back, so we're at full strength. Puck slides back to the blue line. It's Manley with it. Manley in the corner for Canarium. Canarium behind the net. Canarium out on the right side, back to the point. Mike Auer. Auer keeps it in, had a little trouble with it, feeds it through to Canarium. Canarium centering right in front, deflected in. Nice goal by Scott Loran.
I'll tell you, a good pass from Canarium. He was going down. He was really tripped over by the left-hand circle, but as he was going down, he threw the puck over to Loran. Loran just took a nice little backhand, putting it behind Stu Mitchell. Massena goes ahead by a score of 4-1.
So Butter picks up his 3rd point of the night. Or is that his 4th point of the night? That's his 4th point of the night. He fit in on all the goals. As Massena scores the 4th goal. And that was an even goal as they were both down a man at the time. Loran getting the goal. Canarium getting the assist. That's it, I guess. Now the puck right in front. Here's a chance for Canton, and they fire it right on Greg Jeffrey, who was down, but he got the glove on it and held on for the save. So Putter Canarium having a big evening as Putter with 2 goals and 2 assists, and Canton leading it by a score, or Massena leading Canton rather by a score of 4-1. 14-15 left to play second period. Another penalty called on that play right there as Scott Manley gets the gate. Not sure what the call is, but now Massena is 2 men down for the next 35 seconds. So the Raiders have to kill off a double power play by Canton. And it's Quenneville and Dion out there, and Canarium. Quenneville has it up along the boards, and Canarium finds a hole and dumps it down the length of the ice. See what the penalty's for. Still not sure what that penalty was.
No, I didn't catch what Joe Carroll said on that penalty to Manley.
Here come the Golden Bears. Shot deflected as Jeffrey had it, but he had a little trouble with it. Goes wide, though. And Dion picks it up and slides it out to center ice with 4 seconds left in the Massena penalty to Underwood. He's out of the box, and now Massena just a man down. Underwood with a puck, and he fires it deep in the Canton zone. Back there's Nate Dudley. Gets by a check. Leaving it for Rick Perry. Perry headmans it. Canton starts out. Puck stolen by Quenneville. He fires it deep in the Canton zone. Dudley has to come back for it. Here comes Quenneville, feeding it to Loran, right side. Loran to Quenneville, right in front, and Quenneville couldn't control it, and Loran was kind of disappointed with that one. Canton now starts to move it out again. Here comes Jimmy Flagg, has it stolen by Loran. Loran tries to feed it back in. Segala takes it. 10 seconds left in the Massena penalty. Here's Segala's shot. The save by Jeffrey. The big rebound, but it's picked up by Dion. Dion out to center ice. Pokes it up along the boards, and Massena back to full strength. Here's Segala again. His headman pass. And Canton has to wait. Some wings offside. The puck comes along the blue line. It's picked up by Loran. Loran with Mike Auer. Auer breaking. Loran centers it right for. Oh, Auer got a nice shot off. In fact, the red light came on, but Stu Mitchell made the save. So Massena with a couple of good opportunities here. Here's Greg Carville in on the left wing. We have a whistle and offside the call. So Massena scoring early here in the second period, and they've had a couple of opportunities to increase the margin. Our score at 4-1 for the Raiders. Same team they'll be seeing in the first round of the playoffs come Wednesday night right here at the arena. Incidentally, that game on Wednesday night will be Massena's last home game of the season, as they will be on the road in the first round of the States if they make it that far. So we'd hope to see a big crowd here. Here's DeRushy centering it. Mitchell steers it into the corner. Canarium trying to come up with it. He fights for it with Bill Duskus. The puck slides free. It's controlled by Ruddy up along the boards. And finally, it comes to John Collins. Collins for Canton, moving it around, trying to get it out of the zone. He does. Manages to headman it to Darren Abbott. Abbott, who owns Canton's lone goal on a breakaway, can't control it. It comes to Auer at his own blue line. He starts up left wing side. Here comes Mike Auer. Nice move. He's taken out of the play as the puck slides into the corner. Auer trying to chase it down. DeRushy comes in to help out. He's got the puck behind the net, taken out of the play. The puck slides into the face-off circle. The Golden Bears trying to control it. It comes to Duskus. Duskus taken out of the play. The puck to Canarium. Here's Putter breaking in on the left wing side. Oh, he made a nice move, but he can't control it. Goes to DeRushy. His shot knocked down by a leg. Buffy Richards. Back to the point it comes. Manley shot deflected just wide. Canarium picks it up. Centering pass to DeRushy. Score! And Putter Canarium picks up another assist.
This looks like Putter Canarium night tonight as he picked up that puck behind the net, threw it out in front to Mark DeRushy. Mark DeRushy right there and pushed it in the net behind Stu Mitchell. Massena goes ahead by a score of 5-1.
Interesting on the news this morning, we had the fact that Putter had been Canarium getting the assist. Manley picking up an assist as well. Putter had been recommended for the United States Naval Academy by Congressman Martin. So if he gets in, he'll be going to Annapolis.
I don't think they play hockey down there, do they?
I was wondering about that. Of course, Putter's a pretty good soccer player, too. So tonight, Putter Canarium in all 5 goals Massena has scored. He's got 2 and 3. And the Canton Golden Bears start out. Picking up the puck is Andy Northrup in the zone for the Golden Bears, trying to slide it through, but it's Timmy Barnes to fade it out to Romeo. The puck stolen, and trying to control it is Rick Perry. He couldn't, and Scott Sidden takes him out of the play. Sidden out on the ice for the first time tonight. Massena trying to clear it to center ice. It slides back into the Canton zone. Picked up there by Elliot Rohde. He gets it back out to center ice. Puck sliding around. Duskus has it momentarily. Now it's picked up again by Northrup. Northrup passing through to Flagg, and he shoots and scores. Jimmy Flagg on a pass from Andy Northrup, and Canton gets one back, and it's 5-2. That goal coming at 4 minutes and 48 seconds in period number 2. 5-2. Massena continues to lead. Canton scoring. Jimmy Flagg. Okay, also getting assist along with Northrup is Nate Dudley. Here's Underwood's shot now from the blue line. It goes high and wide. Back to pick it up is Pat Ruddy. Ruddy loses to Underwood. Underwood back to the point. Here's Dion's shot. Oh, he hit Underwood in the leg. And it's controlled by Segala. Segala's head man. There's going to be an offside called on Canton, as way ahead of the play was Chris Wells. So with 9:50 left to go in the second period, Massena leading at 5-2.
Massena in the other match with Canton here up in Canton, the score was 6-3. Massena winning. Of course, Massena that night was short 3 players.
Well, they're short Todd Tyler tonight, although it seems like Putter Canarium's kind of picked up the slack. Here comes the Canton Golden Bears again. Chris Wells has it poke checked away, following up Segala. His backhand shot goes into the corner. Now the puck along the side of the net, and finally Quenneville clears it to Loran. Loran out to center ice. In fact, it's going to go all the way down the ice, and that will be an ice. No, it's not. It's waved off as Billy Duskus comes back for it. Duskus back out to center ice. It slides back into the Massena zone, but not far enough for icing, as Tommy Dion has it. Dion off the boards. Loran trying to feed it to Underwood. It's stolen there. And back into the Massena zone. Fergal trying to control it. It's back out to center ice again. Northrup after it. He can't control. Quenneville follows up and just dumps it in the Canton zone. It slides around behind the net. Elliot Rohde with it. Rohde and Loran go together. Coming to pick it up is Collins. Collins dumps to an open wing. It's kept in there by Scott Northrup. In behind the net again. Back to pick it up is John Collins. Collins starts out left side. Out to center ice. His headman pass intercepted by Buffy Richards. Here's Richards. Into the zone of Canton. He's taken out of the play. The puck slides into the corner. Guess who's there? Putter Canarium. Canarium stops behind the net. Canarium fighting for it there with Rohde. Canarium falls down, but somehow manages to tie the puck up in the back of the mesh. And we'll have a face-off. No, I guess it wasn't tied up. I thought I heard a whistle. Now the puck in the slot, and the Golden Bears trying to clear. DeRushy steals. Here's DeRushy, centering pass. That was meant for Buffy Richards, but the Golden Bears break out of the zone. Puck comes to Canarium. Canarium for DeRushy. The headman, DeRushy, steps across the blue line. It goes off a leg right on. Mitchell's going to cover it up and slide it into the corner. Puck back to the point now. Manley. He fires it wide. Hits the back of the cage. DeRushy after it there. DeRushy. And they scored. I don't know. Buffy Richards,
Buffy Richards. That was a real quick goal. There was almost nothing was happening. Mark DeRushy just got the puck right in back of the net by the boards, threw it out in front. Buffy Richards right there, and he didn't waste any time, Jerry, putting it right along the ice, right behind Stu Mitchell. Massena goes ahead 6-2.
So Buffy Richards will get the goal from Mark DeRushy. Richards. DeRushy. Manley picks up an assist. So Putter not in on that one, but he was there at the side of the net. Here comes Massena again. Barnes trying to headman it to Billy McQuaig. McQuaig drops it back for Dion at the red line. His headman pass goes to David Romeo, left wing side. Romeo taken out of the play by Pat Ruddy. Ruddy picks up the puck, slides it around behind the net. Massena up by a 6-2 count. We're about halfway through the hockey game. Now the puck picked up by Romeo again. Feeding it ahead for Barnes. Barnes crosses the blue line, gets by a check, and follows it into the corner. Here's Barnes with it. He's taken out of the play by Rhodey. Barnes gets up with the puck again, but it's taken off his stick once more by Rick Perry. Perry feeding it up to Andy Northrup for Canton. Northrup starts out. His headman pass meant for Perry, gets by him. It's taken by Dion at the blue line. Along to Barnes. Barnes starts back for Massena. He's upended on the play. The puck slides free right back to Barnes at the blue line. He just feeds it into the corner where it's picked up by Nate Dudley. Dudley taken out of the play but manages to get it to center ice. Andy Northrup follows up. 3-on-3. Northrup taken out of the play by Dion. Dion picks up the puck around behind the net, clears it around the board. It's going to slide all the way to center ice. Billy McQuaig racing for it. McQuaig takes it in the zone, gets by his man in the faceoff circle. Right in front, the shot. The save made by Mitchell, and a good one. McQuaig got a good opportunity. The puck back to the point. Auer feeding it over on the other side. Here's a shot from Manley, and the save made by Mitchell. A lot of action all of a sudden here. Now the puck in behind the net. Segala clears it up along the blue lines. Manley keeps it in. His blast. Another save by Mitchell, although I think that one just hit him. Now the puck along the boards. Auer pinches in into the corner. He fights for it along with Billy Duskus. The puck cleared, but we have a whistle.
You got a penalty, a high stick call. Wayne Humel calling high stick. I'm not sure who it's on.
Apparently it's going to go against the Canton Golden Bears. And it's going to be Dave Segala getting the gate. So a long time there without a whistle. 6-2. Massena on top. We're in the second period of this one, the final season game for both teams. Although we'll see the same pairing in the first round of the playoffs. Canton manages to dump it. Greg Carville racing in the Massena zone after it, but getting there first is Scott Manley. He starts out. Here comes Manley. Building up ahead his team. Manley across the blue line, getting by one. He doesn't take the shot. Circles into the corner. Stops. Now he brings it across the green. Feeding it to Loran right in front. Here's a shot by Canarium, and he fired it high. Putter almost had the hat trick there. Now the puck comes out to center ice. Underwood for Massena has to wait. There's going to be an offside call on Canton or on Massena, as Underwood just couldn't keep it out.
I couldn't keep it out. He was forced in by number 15 Carville. Forced him in with the puck, and Massena had a man inside. So Massena called on the offside. A face-off just outside the Canton blue line. Massena leads 6-2 with 5:33 to go here in the second period.
58 seconds left in the Canton penalty. Off the draw, the puck at center ice. It's Putter with it. He drops it. Back to Manley. Ahead it goes to Canarium again. Canarium, he's upended on the play. Couldn't control the puck. It comes behind the net. Cleared up along the boards and out to center ice by Andy Furman, who's out there for the first time tonight. Now to Quenneville. Quenneville moving it ahead to Loran. Loran to Underwood, and a bit of a mix-up there. Back to Quenneville, left point. Feeding Loran in the corner. Centering pass comes across the slot. Back out to Manley, who does a good job to keep it in. May have been a Canton breakaway if Manley hadn't made that move. Loran back to Quenneville. His shot. Mitchell knocks it down, and it's cleared back out to center ice. And that one kind of fluttered, a knuckleball type shot. And Mitchell made the save, but had a problem. Here comes Loran getting by a check again. Loran in on the right side, trying to get by his man, centering past the Canarium. His shot goes wide. Loran fires it, or picks it up in the corner, looking to pass. The penalty is up. The puck behind the net. Eddie Underwood with it. Underwood, centering pass. Canarium, he deflects it, and Mitchell covers up.
Mitchell didn't know where that puck was. He just laid down, and as he did, he was laid on part of the puck, but another good scoring chance for Massena. Massena just coming off the power play as Canton Segala was off a minute and a half for high sticking, putting a lot of pressure on Canton, but unable to score. Teams are all even. We've got 4:23 to go.
Faceoff will be in the Canton zone. Raiders up by a 6-2 count here. Off the faceoff, the puck all the way back to Scotty Sidden at the blue line. He feeds it into the corner. Racing to try to pick it up is Rhodey. He steers it around the boards. It comes free. It's controlled by Canton. Now it comes free. Here's a quick shot by Bobby Page as he stepped out on the ice and got a shot off. And the save made by Mitchell. Now the puck in behind the net again. Page back to the point. It's Auer. Auer just slides it through. His pass is blocked. It comes back out to center ice. The puck out at the Massena blue line. Mike Auer with it. Auer head man to DeRushy. DeRushy 2-on-3 with Bobby Page. Now Richard steps in to help out. Page and Rhodey go together. The puck slides behind the net. Andy Northrup with it for Canton. He's taken out of the play. They look to tie it up. They jam at it. The whistle blows, and we'll have a face-off in the Canton zone again with 3:41 left to go in the middle period. 6-2, Raiders leading in the hockey game here at the Massena Arena.
Yeah, Massena putting a lot of pressure on Canton right now, Jerry. Most of the play in the last few minutes has been in the Canton end. Canton did score a goal here in the second period as well as one in the first period.
Buffy Richards will take the face-off. It comes back to Dion. His shot goes wide. Duruschi was looking for the tip-in, but couldn't get a stick on it. Duruschi has it in the corner now. Poke checked away from him. The puck slides up along the boards, back to the point. Quenneville to Duruschi, right in front, centering pass, and Mitchell got a stick on it. Cleared it back to the blue line. Carville ahead to Wells. Here comes Wells. Into the zone, feeding it. Sagala, his shot just over the crossbar. And it rolls along the dasher boards, and out to center ice it comes again. Raiders trying to get something going here. Bobby Page now to Buffy Richards, and the puck comes up into the stands, and we'll have a face-off.
We lost the scoreboard.
Oh.
I looked up to the scoreboard, and the scoreboard is off. Something happened to the scoreboard. It was running, operating all right, but all of a sudden we lost the score. So we cannot give you the time left here in
6-2 though, Massena, right?
Yeah, the score we still have is still 6-2 Massena. I don't know what it was, and that is just inside the Massena blue line at the face-off circle.
So the face-off will be just inside the Massena zone. I can see the reflection of the score, 6-2. So that I'll be able to tell. You see it on the glass there?
Right.
It's a little reversed, but we can see the reflection of the score. But as far as time is concerned, we just won't know. Now they're arguing about where the face-off is
going to be. But Kamel and Caruso say, no, it's going to be right here, boys. We'll start the third period right here.
Sagala and Underwood will face it off. Off the draw, we're off and running. It's controlled by Loran. Loran tries to feed it through. His pass intercepted. It comes to Sagala. He tries to clear it out of the zone. Apparently he did. Loran took it right back in, but offside's called on Canton, and we're underway at the conclusion of the second period. So actually we're not into the third period yet, but we will be there shortly. Actually a pretty good gate tonight, considering 670 paid. More than I expected to see here tonight, really. Here comes Sagala, 2-on-1. He has trouble controlling the puck. He's taken out of the play by Auer. And Underwood picks it up behind the net, clearing it around the boards for Northrup. He starts out on the off wing. Here comes Scotty Northrup for Massena into the zone. He is leveled. The puck slides free in the corner. Racing back to pick it up is Nate Dudley. Dudley fighting for it, clears it up along the boards to Chris Wells. Wells fighting for it along with Northrup in the face-off circle. And it's underneath Northrup. And we'll face it off in the Canton zone. Massena leading at 6-2. We're still in the second period, but we'll go right to the third period as soon as the second period is over. I assume Joe Carroll will periodically tell us how much time. 2:35? 2:35 left in the second period. Quenneville takes a shot, kind of whipped on it, and here comes Canton breaking out of the zone. It's Jimmy Flagg, stolen away from him by Quenneville. Ahead to Duruschi. Duruschi drops it for Quenneville. His headman pass comes to the Canton blue line. It's intercepted. Canarium follows it up, has to wait for Duruschi to get back on side. Circles at the red line, just dumps it in the Canton zone. Now the puck in the corner. Picked up there by Jimmy Flagg. Flagg trying to clear it. He kicks it ahead, and out to center ice it goes. Quenneville for Massena, over to Tommy Dion. The headman, intercepted by Flagg again. He starts back. Puck taken away from him. It slides along the Massena blue line. Canarium has it. Ahead to center ice, and Mark Duruschi. Duruschi gets by a check. Duruschi fighting for it. The puck slides into the corner. Nobody can control it. They jam after it. The puck just sitting there. We have a whistle, and a hand pass is called. .140 left in the second period.
Right. Apparently, Joe Carroll down at the box will give the time here as often as they can. Every break in play, I'm sure he'll give the time, so everybody in the arena, including us, will know how much time is left toward the end of the period.
Well, that's right. Face-off will be in the Canton zone, right side of goaltender Chris Kenyon. Kenyon out there for the Golden Bears. McQuaig's line out for Massena, and it'll be Chris Wells, or I should say not Wells, but Dave Segala taking the face-off. Off the draw, we have a whistle and a penalty.
Penalty to Mike Auer, I believe.
Holding.
Yep.
Well, now the boys in the scorer's table have to go to work. Keep these penalty times. So Auer gets the call. Near the end, probably about a minute or so left to go here in the second period. Out to kill it off, David Romeo. And Bill McQuaig. Mike Quenville, Scott Manley will be back. Off the draw, it comes to Manley. Manley just dumps it deep in the Canton zone, right on, and Kenyon has to make the save. Leaves it for Nate Dudley. Dudley, the head man, goes to Chris Wells. Wells out there along with Segala and Carvel. And the puck poke checked away. It comes to Quenville. To Manley and down the ice. Again, Kenyon stops it behind the net. Then leaves it for Dudley. McQuaig comes in there to try to tie it up. Now Segala feeding it back for Dudley. Dudley starts out. Head man pass goes ahead to Billy Duskus. Duskus bounces it right on. Jeffrey makes the save, leaves it for Manley. Manley trying to get it out, kept in by Dudley. Dudley feeding it through, picked up by Wells. Wells over on the other side. Carvel's blast. And that goes wide, deflected in front of the net. Now Romeo with it, over skates it, manages to slide it free to Quenville, and Quenville comes out to center ice. It's dumped right back in the Massena zone by Segala. Stop behind the net. Here's Manley. Manley finds the distance and dumps it right on. Kenyon had a little trouble with that, but he manages to keep it out of the net. Would have been one of the longest goals in history if that had gone in. Now here comes Canton again. Racing out is Rick Perry. Is that line out to try on the power play. Perry in on the off wing in the corner right side. His puck stolen away. It comes right back. Canton trying to get something going. A shot taken by Northrop, knocked down. Here comes Massena's Manley. 3-on-1, feeding it to Canarium. Canarium as Canton gets back at the shot off to Manley. Right in front, he pokes it into net. The goal. Manley gets the goal.
Manley gets the goal. As the save was made, but it was hitting. The puck was out, and I'm not sure. They're giving the goal to Manley as he was right in there. That might have deflected off a Canton man also, Jerry. There was a Canton man in there, but Massena, of course, gets the goal. I'm sure Manny will get the goal for Massena. Canarium, I believe, getting an assist.
So now the period is over, apparently. I guess. So they're going to switch ends. This is all very confusing.
Very confusing without the clock. The clock, you almost take, you take it for granted until you don't have it, Jerry. It's rather tough without that clock to know what time is left and what time is left in the penalties and so on. But one thing, Massena, of course, did get the goal. That's the 7th goal of the night for Massena, and I believe Scotty Manley gets the goal.
Underwood. Underwood?
Gee, they gave it to Underwood with assist going to Canarium and to Manley. I didn't even see Underwood out around the net, but...
Okay. So now we'll switch ends, and Massena will be defending the lobby end goal here at the arena. Canton the other end.
That had to come right at the end of the...
I think he said 14:55. Okay. So, Canton trailing now 7-2, and Putter Canarium has been in on 6 of the Massena's 7 goals. So he's got 2 goals and 4 assists, which is not too shabby a night.
That's a pretty good night.
Here's Sidden now, Scott Sidden. Hits the side of the Canton net, the puck in behind the net. Trying to tie it up is Pat Ruddy, and he does along with Bobby Page. And we'll face it off in the Canton zone as we're underway here in the 3rd period. Kind of a long game tonight because of problems with the scoreboard and whatnot. Here come the Golden Bears out to center ice. The puck immediately stolen by Sidney. Brings it right back in the zone. Dumps it to an open wing. The puck slides free right in front. They poke it right on. and the save is made by Chris Kenyon. And a giveaway by the Canton defense gave the Raiders a chance.
And we got a couple penalties coming up. A little pushing and shoving after that save by Kenyon. See, Canton man going off. Number 3, Ruddy. And Massena,
Page.
Number 2, Page.
So Page and Ruddy go off, and we'll be skating 2-on-2 plus the goaltenders. And they have got the clock working again, it looks like. Now they're going to try to put the right time up there.
Put the right time on, we'll be all set.
Face-off will be to the right side. There we go. 13:27 left in the third period, and hallelujah, they've got the clock back.
I'm not sure how long it's going to last, but
well,
it's nice to see those red lights up there.
We'll enjoy it. Frigo, who's out there for the first time, gets it to Dion. His shot goes wide. The puck comes in behind the net. Sitting with it. Taken out of the play, but manages to get it back to Auer. He winds it. His shot knocked down in front. It's picked up by Dave Segala. He starts back. Here's Segala across the blue line. He is sandwiched. The puck slides free behind the net. Mike Auer picks it up. Auer starts out. Up along the boards. Into the zone. Here's Auer. Stops in the corner. Bounces it back to Sidden. Sidden winds. His shot, just wide. Puck back to Dion, other point. Dion steps past the check. Into the corner. Past another check. Takes it behind the net. Circling. Dion trying to drop it back to the blue line. Segala intercepts. Headmans to Chris Wells. Wells has it poke checked away, and Lee Frigo picks it up. Frigo to Sidden. Sidden across the blue line. Sidden into the corner now. Trying to center it in the slot. It's intercepted. Comes back to the blue line in Quenneville. Quenneville's shot knocked down. Ouch. Had to hurt a little bit. As Jimmy Flagg got in front of that one, and he's limping just a little bit. He gets the headman. He's taken out of the play by Manley that time. And the puck comes free to Quenneville. He winds. His shot knocked down. Picked up there by Northrup of Canton. He gets it out to center ice. Scotty Loran with it. Loran makes one move, makes two moves. Here comes Loran. His shot high. The save made by Kenyon. Caught him right in the chest.
Nice hard shot, nice wrist shot by Loran, making a good move to get around the Canton defense. Went in the right side, took the shot, but it was high, just about chest high, and that was grabbed by Chris Kenyon in the third period for Canton. Of course, Massena's leading by a score of 7-2.
So, Mr. Patterson, what was wrong with the clock?
Found a heater in the goal judge's box was shorting out against the metal railing on it, and that has wired in along with the scoreboard, and that was throwing the breaker off in the breaker room.
Is that so? That's interesting. Did you have to get rid of the heater?
Yeah, I've been told it.
Okay. Now it's all fixed.
I'm not going to say that.
Okay. We'll try, though. We'll try to get through the rest of the game anyway. Here's Northrup for the Raiders, trying to feed it through to Underwood. It's intercepted. The puck comes deep in the corner. Underwood has it. Underwood now dipsy-doodling. His shot, the save made by Kenyon. The puck slides free, comes back to Jimmy Flagg, and Flagg out to center ice. Here comes Flagg now, breaking down the right side. He's just going to loft it into the Massena zone, picked up by Scotty Loran. The drop pass goes to Manley around the boards. Manley with it, behind his own cage, clearing it around for Loran. Massena up 7-2 in the hockey game. Now the pass intercepted by Segala. He's going to blast it from the point. That's way wide. Wells after it. He can't control. And Quenneville gets it out to center ice where it's picked up by Billy Duskus. Here's Duskus stepping across the blue line. His pass intercepted by Underwood. Underwood circles. Drop pass to Loran. Loran gets by one. The puck doesn't, though. But it's followed up by Northrup. He takes it in the zone. Northrup trying to slide it through. His pass intercepted by Carville. And back comes Canton. Here's Segala. Trying to feed it through to Wells. Wells breaking in right side. He winds his shot. Goes high and wide and around the boards. Now the puck behind the net. Carville after it. He can't control it. Underwood does. Clears it along the glass back to the point. Dudley's shot. Knocked down by Underwood. Underwood has it. Ahead to Loran. It goes out to center ice. Loran can't control. Dudley feeding it back to Segala. Off the backhand. Deep in the Massena zone. That's going to be an icing on Canton.
Right, so the face-off will be all the way back in the Canton end. We got 10-14 to go as the scoreboard is now back working, and Mr. Patterson tells us. And Massena, of course, leading by a score of 7-2 here in the third period.
Face-off will be in the Canton zone. The scoring machine, Canarium back out there. To Dion, his shot to save the rebound. DeRushy got a piece of it. Kenyon made the save, though. And he holds on. We'll face it off again. 10:09 left to play here. Period number 3. Canarium will draw again against Rick Perry. We'll see the Golden Bears again on Wednesday night in the first round of the playoffs. Canarium back to the point. Mike Auer. Auer slides it through. The puck bouncing around out to center ice. Canarium comes back for it. Putter with a puck now. Feeding it ahead to DeRushy. DeRushy can't control it. It's intercepted there by John Collins, who gets it out to center ice. DeRushy picks it up right back in the zone. He winds his shot. And a glove save, and it's cleared back to the point as Kenyon had a little problem with it. Now it's Dion. Ahead to Canarium. To DeRushy. DeRushy into the left side to Canarium. Canarium trying to get the shot off. The puck comes free behind the net. Buffy Richards after it. Richards is tied up along the boards. They fight for it there, Andy Furman and Richards. As they jam at it, they tie it up. And we'll have a face-off to the right side. Massena pretty well dominating here in the third period as well.
Well, pretty well have the game in hand. They're leading by a score of 7-2. And Canton just sort of slowed down here in the third period, Jerry. Not really doing much at all as far as generating any offense. McQuaig line out there for Massena.
Back to the point. Manley, his shot goes wide. Barnes trying to come up with it. He and Dudley go together in the corner. Barnes has the puck, feeding it up along the boards. And finally, it's picked up by Pat Ruddy. He gets it out to center ice, leads the attack. Ruddy across the Massena blue line. He and Manley. Manley throws the check, tries to jam at it. They fight for it, and the puck's still moving along the boards. Ruddy has it, and finally McQuaig picks it up. Around behind his net, starts out left side. McQuaig by a check. Long headman pass goes to Barnes. He can't control it, though, as it slides into the Canton zone. Ruddy back for it again. Clearing around to Duskus. Duskus up to the point. Here's Barnes' shot, knocked down, bouncing out to center ice. Now the puck comes free at the red line. Hard check thrown there by Manley. Now stepping across the blue line is Mike Auer, trying to feed it to McQuaig. McQuaig has it poke checked away, and Manley will have to chase it back down at his own blue line. Being forechecked by Andy Northrup of Canton. The puck comes to Auer. Auer headmans to Barnes to McQuaig. McQuaig steps along the blue line. Here's McQuaig trying to bounce it right through the middle. Romeo took a swipe at it. Couldn't get a piece of it. Now the puck in behind the net. Trying to come up with it is Chris Wells. Wells feeding it back to Nate Dudley. The puck slides along the boards, and Dudley picks it up and starts out. Dudley has got Northrup with him. 2-on-2. Dudley across the blue line. Dion takes him out of the play. Puck slides in behind the net. Mike Auer says enough of this. We'll tie it up and force a face-off with 8:04 left to go in the third period. Our score remains Massena 7 and Canton 2.
When Dudley come down there, he was just smothered by Dion. There was no way he was going to get around Dion that time. The puck got through, but Dion, good defenseman, just took Dudley right out of the play.
Massena looking fairly good tonight. Of course, Eric Balmer, Canton's #1 forward, is not playing tonight. That has to hurt them a lot. Off the face-off. Of course, his presence out there probably, Massena still would probably have 6 or 7 goals. But Canton may have 1 or 2 more.
They're both offset. Bomber's off, and so is Tyo.
That's true.
So
That's true.
One offsets the other, roughly.
Right. Of course, Tyo, the #1 scorer in the league,
right.
So maybe, I don't know if we can equate the two, but Balmer's a good forward, no
He's
question
a good forward for Canton.
7:48 left to play here. Tyo, of course, not only score goals, he has a lot of assists, and when you get assists and goals, you have to thank your teammates a lot. So, maybe if Balmer was playing with Massena, he'd have some more points, too. Off the face-off, the puck controlled by Frigo. He tries to get a shot off. He's upended on the play, and the puck picked up by Chris Wells. Wells starts out right side for Canton. Bounces the puck off the boards into the Massena zone. Nobody with him, though. And it's picked up by Sid and cleared around the boards to Dion. The headman goes to Frigo. Here's Lee Frigo up along the boards. Poke checked away from him. The puck slides free. Frigo after it again, and he's going to poke it into the Canton zone. Back there's Pat Ruddy for it. About halfway through the third period. Now the puck stolen by Sidden. Sidden tries to slide it through. His pass is intercepted. And back comes Chris Wells again for Canton. He's met at the blue line by Quenville. The puck slides into the corner. Tommy Dion after it. Dion throws a hard check. That had to hurt just a little bit. The puck comes free in front. It's sitting in the crease, and coming out to try and smother it is the goaltender for Massena. But it goes down the length of the ice, and Massena will be called for icing as Jeffrey came way out of the net but couldn't control it.
Well, there's icing. I thought maybe he called a penalty on that, but I guess he just called for the icing. That's right. Jeffrey come way out of the net. I tell you, good thing he didn't cover that puck, because when you're way out of your crease like that, you cover the puck, it's a delay of the game.
That's right. No, he didn't control it as Massena cleared it down the ice. So the icing was called and not a penalty. Now the puck controlled by Canton again as they try to get something going. Fergal has it behind the net, taken out of the play by Underwood. Underwood clearing around the boards for Loran. Loran circles into the face-off circle, starts out for Massena. Long headman pass is intercepted by Canton, and right back in the zone it's Darren Abbott. He bounces it right in front of the net, picked up by Manley. Here's Manley, headman to Underwood. Underwood to Loran. Loran breaking right down the middle, trying to feed it through to Underwood. Underwood can't control it. The pass picked up by Fergal. Fergal trying to get the head. Here's a chance for, again, that's Abbott, and he fired it high that time. Darren Abbott, one of the Canton's 2 goals, but that time he fired it high.
Well, he had Manley right on his neck, too. He could hear footsteps.
Here's Manley breaking out of his own zone. Across the blue line. Manley in on the left side. Circling behind the net, looking for somebody to pass to. Loran in the slot, can't get the shot off. The puck poke check back to center ice. Manley has it. Moves it along the blue line, waiting for his wings. Takes it back in. Gets a shot off. That's knocked down by Bill Duskus. Now the puck picked up beyond the net by Dudley. He's level. The puck right in front. Good save by Kenyon. And they bounce at it in front. And we're going to have a high stick call. Nice save by Kenyon that time on Eddie Underwood. And Loran tried to get a piece of it with a high stick. But that was called. And the faceoff will move all the way back in the Massena zone.
Manley controlling that puck for almost a minute, I guess, in and out of the Canton zone. You know, Massena defense have done a good job playing the man tonight. Just one of the first games in quite a while. They've done a real good job. As the Canton forwards come in, Massena defense are playing the man, taking them out of the play. Right.
I think this Darren Abbott is, remember Leon Abbott, the St. Lawrence coach? I think that's his son. Pretty sure. Off the face-off. The puck comes to DeRushy. He's got a break left side, looking for Buffy Richards, and Richards just couldn't quite control it. A little bit too far, but a Canarium steps in to pick it up. Canarium taken out of the play. Behind the net, it comes to Andy Furman. Furman up along the boards for Greg Carville. He headmans it to Chris Wells. This line of Segala, Carville, and Wells seen a lot of ice time in the third period. Here comes Wells, right side, feeding it through for Carville. Nice deflection by Dion. Back comes Canarium. Canarium across the blue line. He winds. His shot goes wide as he is taken out of the play by Segala. Now the puck behind the net. Quenville trying to feed it through the middle. DeRushy picks it up. Centering it for Loran as they change lines. Buffy Richards comes out. Now Quenville over to McQuaig. McQuaig shot. The save made. Oh, it goes just wide. Picking up is McQuaig again. Back to the point. Dion feeding it through. His pass intercepted by Carville. He feeds it out to Wells again. Wells breaks down on the right side. Check that. That's Jimmy Flagg. Flagg in the corner. Feeding it through. It comes to Rick Perry. Perry taken out of the play. They jam at it in the corner and tie it up, and we're down to 4:31 left in the hockey game. 7-2, Massena leading.
And Massena controlling the play pretty well in the third period. The last rush down there, I think if Canton right winger would have shot, he would have been a little bit. He tried to pass off. Actually had an open shot on the Massena net, but he elected to pass off. The pass was knocked down, and they did not get a shot on that. Face off Massena zone.
Off the draw, it comes to Mike Auer, clearing it around the boards for Timmy Barnes. It's stolen from him. The shot taken, but knocked down by Manley. Here comes Manley. Headman pass goes to David Romeo. Drop pass for Manley right in front of the backhand. Nice save by Kenyon, or did it hit the post?
No, I think Kenyon made that save.
Okay. Puck along the boards out to center ice. Auer with it. Trying to control. Stepping in there to help out is Romeo. He dumps it to an open wing. Barnes trying to chase it down. He can't get to it. It's poke check to center ice. Now Manley right back in the Canton zone. Back, pick it up, Billy Duskus. Duskus feeding over. It comes free. It's picked up by Collins. Collins, the headman, goes to Fergal. Fergal dumps it. Nice pass, but Darren Abbott couldn't control it. Goes into the corner. Auer takes him out of the play, picks up the puck. Here comes Mike Auer. Headman pass, Billy McQuaig. McQuaig to Barnes. Barnes into the right wing side. Drop pass to McQuaig. It's intercepted. The puck slides free. And it's picked up by McQuaig fighting for it. He can't control it. It's out to center ice. Tommy Dion. Up along the boards on the right side to Barnes. Barnes has it taken away. Here's Segala's line right back out there. Shot from the point. And that hit off the top of Greg Jeffrey's glove and went just over the top of the net.
That crossbar.
That was close to being a shot from center ice. Now the puck, they jam at it in the corner. McQuaig moves it along behind the net. He and Segala tied up. The puck slides free. It comes into the face-off circle. Barnes picks it up and starts out for Massena. Here's Barnes. He's just going to dump it in the Canton zone. The Raiders make a line change. Back to pick it up is Elliot Rohde for Canton, feeding it ahead to Greg Carvel. Carvel's headman pass. It goes to Rick Perry. Perry in on the off-wing side. In the Massena zone, he slides it through. And there was an attempted deflection by Carvel. He couldn't control it. Now he fights for it in the corner, taken away by Quenneville. Quenneville can't get it out of the zone. It's kept in there at the point by Andy Furman. It slides behind the Massena net, sitting after it. Has it poke checked away by Carvel. Dion re-steals it and feeding it up along the boards to Page. Page's headman pass to Lee Frigo. Frigo steps across the blue line. Frigo taken out of the play by Rohde. The puck sits in the face-off circle. Sitting behind the net. Centering pass. Frigo's shot. He can't quite get it off. That's too bad. And now the puck out to center ice. Here's Jimmy Flagg. Poke checked away from him with 2 minutes even left to play in the hockey game. Do want to remind everyone, after the hockey game, we'll be joining Solid Gold Saturday night in progress, live from New York with Dick Bartley on this Saturday night. Mike Auer with a puck behind the net. Circles. Starts to move it. Here's Auer, circling again. Bangs it off the boards. It comes to Sidden. Sidden. Trying to center it. Right in front, Frigo, and he misfired on the shot. Puck goes across the goal mouth, and the Bears control it again. Racing down the ice is Nate Dudley. No, I'm sorry, that's Billy Duskus. He can't control, though. Manley picks it up, clearing along the boards for Frigo. He slides it to center ice. Page picks it up. Page fighting for it. The puck sitting at the red line. Dudley throws a check. Frigo throws a check, and the puck underneath Dudley, and we'll have a face-off.
I tell you, this fourth line has really got quite a bit of ice time as Page, Frigo, and Scotty Sidden. They've been out a number of times here in the third period as Stan Moore, of course, ahead by a score of 7-2, able to rest his first couple lines and throw that fourth line out there and give him some ice time tonight.
1:06, that's all that's left to play in the regular season here at Massena. Off the draw. Puck comes to Loran, to Underwood. They fight for it. It's back out to center ice. The clock hasn't started yet. I don't know what the problem is. There we go. Shot right on. The save made by Jeffrey. Clearing it around the boards. Out to center ice. No, it doesn't come out to center ice. Carvel picks it up. Now it does. Quenneville has it. Starts down the left wing side. Headman goes to Northrup across the blue line. Northrup slides it right in front, but it's cleared into the corner by Furman. 45 seconds left to play. Puck along the boards. Dion sweeps, checks it into the corner. Now they jam at it there. It comes out to Eddie Underwood. Underwood looking for somebody to pass it to. Drop pass to Northrup. Northrup feeding it around behind the net. Underwood trying to center it for Loran. The puck comes free and out to center ice. We're down to 22 seconds and counting. Now Manley has it. He steps by a check. Feeding it ahead. Northrup. Northrup just feeds it in the corner. Got by a check. The puck comes behind the net to Pat Ruddy. With 10 seconds left into the face-off circle, it slides out to center ice. 5. Canton with a 2-on-1 break. Here's a shot by Flagg. He fired it wide. The puck steered into the corner as the buzzer sounds. And it's all over.
So, final score tonight, Jerry, 7-2. The previous meeting, Massena had beaten Canton by a score of 6-3, but tonight it was 7-2, and the big man for Massena on that scoreboard was, of course, Butter Canary picking up 2 goals. Both his goals were power play goals. Jerry, Massena doing much better, I think, in the power play tonight that they've done in the past. Massena, of course, led by a score of 3-1 to 2 after 2 periods, and then a very long third period because of a problem with the with the clock.